There are tons of instruments that exist in this world, from the tuba, clarinet, trombone, piano, etc. All these instruments are beautiful and powerful, but I believe there's an instrument that, although it is limited, can kick the butt of all these instruments combined. So the instrument or object that I brought in today is my guitar. And guitar has been around for hundreds of years. It can play all kinds of different musical styles, from classical to heavy metal and anything in between, whether it be jazz, pop, hip hop, whatever. As a student who went to an arts high school, I have 4 years of experience with the guitar. I started off being in my school's beginning class, moving my way up to the advanced class, and in my senior year, I was considered to join my school's guitar quartet, which is one of the higher up classes. And I performed in tons of concerts, festivals, and competitions, like GFA, which is Guitar Foundation of America, and the Heritage Festival, where in 2013, my guitar ensemble won first place gold. And by learning about the guitar, you will understand what it means to guitarists and what it means to the culture. First, I will talk and explain about how the guitar represents this culture, and then I will explain why I belong to it. So, the guitar is more than just an instrument to many people. It is unknown who the inventor of the guitar is, but its history is said to be traced back thousands of years to the first stringed instrument, the bull harp, which is just a little bull with its neck and strings. But the modern guitar is said to also be a descendant of the lute, which is one of the more famous and popular instruments of the Renaissance era. People of all backgrounds and ages use the guitar. Some people use it recreationally to relieve stress and get rid of everyday anxieties, and some people use it professionally to make a living off of it. But without a guitarist isn't much. We can read music, sure, you can play the piano or maybe other instruments, but it isn't the same without a guitar. Our guitar is the main component to our culture. To me and to other guitarists, the guitar isn't just an instrument. It represents expression and beautiful. It is considered to be one of the most expressive and beautiful instruments that out there. What makes it so expressive and beautiful is that you can play in tune to your emotions. If you're sad, you can play something dolce, which means sweet and soft, or if you're angry, you can play something loud, fast, and explosive. And with the use of different tools like vibrato, crescendos, which means to increase in sound, decrescendos to decrease in sound, ritordanos, and so forth, you can take the most simplest piece of music and make it something extraordinary and a masterpiece. It will become the most beautiful piece you have ever heard. Second of all, the guitar allows guitarists and people to embrace challenge with creativity and patience. Not every song we learn is easy. Some are extremely difficult, some take hours to learn, while others take years. I'm not kidding. They take years to learn. And we don't necessarily have to follow exactly what the sheet music says. We can change a bit here and there. We can add ourselves to the music and be a part of it. And third of all, it represents unity, especially when you're playing in an ensemble. When you play with a group, you're not just a single person, you're an entire entity. All your brainwaves are linked. All of you are in the same zone, you feel the same emotion, and it's an incredible feeling when it is pulled off. So now that you know what the guitar means to us, let me tell you how I belong to this culture. I identify with this culture because I myself am a guitarist, as you can probably tell. I was introduced to the guitar in high school when I had to choose a music class to be a part of. I could have chosen band or choir, although I did eventually join choir, but I chose guitar, and I was happy to join guitar. It interested me, and I wanted to learn more about it. At first it was difficult, especially because I had to adjust my posture. I had to put my guitar on my left leg, sit at a 90-degree angle, adjacent to the chair, etc. It was complicated. And knowing where the notes were in the guitar. But over time I got better, and that year I was a part of my first concert, and it was an experience like no other. I was nervous, of course, but over time I got over it, and it allowed me to make a ton of more friends. And because of that, I was able to become something more than just a class. It sort of became a family to me. But guitar also became my hobby. It became something I would do, and I would sit down and watch TV, get my guitar, play a scale or two, play a couple of random notes that don't necessarily belong together. And it was just something that gave me something to do. It allowed me to express myself in ways I didn't know how. I feel a lot more comfortable being on stage, playing guitar with my group in front of 100 people than I do standing up here and speaking in front of all of you. And that's probably why I grew to love it, even though I haven't played it in months. But I hope I was able to help you all understand what the guitar means to the culture and to us, and why it is more than just an instrument. But this culture is huge, it is vast, and it isn't limited to 100 people or 1,000 people. There are hundreds of thousands of people, millions of people who play the guitar. The person you last talked to at school today, or even the last person you see on the streets, could be a part of this culture that I am proud to be in.